two of the richest men on Earth, two of the most powerful rockets ever built, and only one spot on the moon. This is the race that will determine how humanity returns to the lunar surface, and NASA is caught right in the middle of it. Artemis 2 just made history. 4 astronauts flew around the moon for the first time in over 50 years and came back safely. And now NASA has exactly one mission to get everything right before they attempt the actual landing. That mission is Artemis 3. But here's the thing, NASA can't do it alone. They need a moon lander. And that's where Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos come in. Back in 2021, NASA handed SpaceX a contract to turn their Starship vehicle into a lunar lander. At the time, Starship was barely getting off the ground. Literally, early prototypes would launch a few kilometers up, tumble back down and explode. But SpaceX kept pushing, version after version, test after test. And while progress has been real and genuinely impressive, it's been slower than Elon promised, which honestly shouldn't surprise anyone. So in May 2023, NASA made a move. They handed a second moonlander contract to Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos' rocket company. Their vehicle is called Blue Moon, their heavy rocket is called New Glenn, and for a while they were considered the underdog. But in January 2025, New Glenn launched for the first time. Then, in November 2025, it launched again, perfectly. The booster landed on a floating platform. 2 satellites headed toward Mars. Blue Origin had arrived. So now NASA has a decision to make, and their answer is test both. Here's exactly how Artemis 3 is supposed to go. First, the moon landers launch. Starship and Blue Moon both need to reach low Earth orbit. But here's a problem nobody talks about enough. These vehicles are so massive that they burn through almost all their fuel just getting off the ground. They need to refuel in space before they can even think about the moon. Nobody has ever done this before. Artemis 3 will attempt it twice, simultaneously. SpaceX will launch a second Starship as a fuel tanker. Blue Origin will send up a separate propellant transport vehicle. Both landers dock, refuel and wait. Then the SLS rocket launches with 4 astronauts inside the Orion capsule. But this time they're not heading to the moon. They're staying near Earth, close enough to come home if something goes wrong. Orion docks with each lander in orbit. The crew moves inside. They test life support, propulsion and communications. They put on their brand new Axiom Space lunar suits nobody has ever worn in the vacuum of space before, and they step into the airlock. The whole shakedown takes up to 3 weeks. This is the test that the original Artemis 3 plan completely skipped. The old plan was to fly directly to the moon and figure it out there, with people's lives on the line. NASA finally decided that was not good enough. After Artemis 3 proves the landers are safe, one of them needs to land on the moon, uncrewed, autonomous. Only after a successful uncrewed touchdown does one company get declared the winner. And then NASA wants Artemis 4 within 1 year. So whoever wins this race doesn't get to celebrate, they get to build faster. This isn't just about planting a flag. America going back to the moon is about control of the lunar surface, of what gets built there and of what comes next. Because China has their own moon base plan and they are not playing games. 2 billionaires, 1 moon, and the clock is already running.